I've had it with this idea.
No, my God, I wasn't ready.
That gets floated a lot in politics, that we need to sit down and talk to the other side, right?
Oh, yeah, great advice. You definitely shouldn't talk to other people. You should just continue talking to people that completely agree with you all the time, so you can never learn anything ever. What's a perspective? Nobody's right but me. I've had it.
Like, do I really have to sit down and say, this is why I think dictatorships are bad, and get out history books? Are we there?
Does the other lady ever have an opinion, or does she let this lady just cackle at her and she nervous laughs? What's so hilarious about this comment from this crustacean is that America does not have the ability to become an autocracy or a dictatorship. The founding principles of America established checks and balances, which are fail-safe mechanisms that prevent this exact thing from happening. So instead of cackling about us reading history books, maybe you should try reading the Constitution. Because what you say when you think that we're going into a dictatorship is that you don't believe in America. You don't believe that the founders were smarter than an interior designer and her cackling zany friend on some soggy podcast.
And it just seems like the burden of this always falls on the left to go sit down with the dipshits and have regressive conversations.
I'm going to hold myself back from saying the most obvious insults of all time. And I'll just say this. Your mentality is toxic. And I would never wish to be so internally depressed as you are on my worst enemy. She talks about regressive conversations. Well, this dumpster cast might be one of the most regressive distributions of information I've ever seen. There's an old saying that goes something like this. The right thinks the left are people with bad ideas. The left thinks the right are bad people. To broadcast the idea that everyone who disagrees with me is stupid and thus should not be spoken to has got to be the crustiest, dustiest, mustiest, soggy brain mentality I ever seen. I truly feel bad for you, dog.
And I think we all have to draw boundaries and say, we're not talking to stupid.
Could you imagine how dry the wind... The tumbleweed rolls by. I'm going to stop.
And you can hear them all say, oh, look, you're talking down to them. And I would say, you're goddamn right we are.
Okay, lady. Okay.